Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 7 of What If Naruto created his own village. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the new episode of What If Naruto was trained by Kaguya. So go ahead and enjoy that. And also, switch over to Anime King 2 when you're done over here, because I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto had the Byakugan and the Sharingan mix. So switch over and enjoy that. And I'm also going to be posting What If Naruto had 9 Kekkei. So enjoy that as well. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice, go ahead and check out the videos on Anime King and Anime King 2, guys. And if you enjoy them, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. The link for Anime King 2 will be in the description for you guys to enjoy. And remember, if you're new, to comment down below and tell me. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So the last time we left off, after dealing with Deidara and Sasori, the group that was there informed the Hokage what happened, as a council meeting was then called, as they wanted to call Naruto to Konoha to find out his intentions. Seeing that they banished him from Konoha, they wonder if he has any ill will to destroy the village or anything like that. So they send a message to him, and Naruto arrived at the village with Moshi and Fu, as he sit down in the council chambers. And Tsunade wanted the Phoenix village and Konoha to be allies, because the Sand village and Konoha are allies, and the Phoenix village and the Sand are allies, so an ally of an ally. But Naruto turned them all down, as he told them that he hated Konoha. He then turned his sights to Danzo, as he told Danzo that he knew that he was the one responsible for making him get banished from Konoha. Naruto also told them about his father, Minato Namikaze, as he told them that he met his father. He also told them that he can control the Nine Tails' power, and if any of them try to attack his village, he will return to Konoha by himself and destroy the village, and killing all of them. With that, Naruto left, as he, Moshi and Fu were heading off, as they walked for a while until they passed a small town, as Naruto saw blood in front of the entrance, as he then heard a girl scream as he rushed in there, as they came upon two Akatsuki members, Hidan and Kakazu. Moshi and Fu went off to face off against Kakazu, while Naruto took Hidan, as Naruto used Hidan immortality as his advantage, as he sliced Hidan up, his arms and his head off. He then buried Hidan as he exploded the ground, as Hidan's body fell down, as Naruto exploded the top part, making the rocks and everything cover him, as he then turned his sights back to Kakazu. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. We start this episode with Naruto jumping back, as Kakazu called back all these monsters as they entered his body, knowing that he had an unfair disadvantage in this battle, 3 of them on him, and the 3 of them are quite powerful. As Kakazu's veins then exploded, as threads started to emerge from all over his body, even out of his mouth. Gross, said Fu. As Moshi channeled chakra to his sword as he rushed at Kakazu. Kakazu brought up his hand, and threads exploded from his hand as they came at Moshi. Moshi started to slice them up, but it was too overwhelming as they knocked him back, sending Moshi flying in one of the nearby buildings. Fu then ran through hand sign. Beetle swarm, she said, as a swarm of beetle attacked Kakazu. Kakazu saw the attack coming as he spun his thread at a dangerous speed, and it tear up all of the beetles. As Naruto then smirked, so you're stronger than the other one over there. It's a shame really. If you guys were not on the Akatsuki, I would have asked the both of you to join my village. Well, not him. He looked like a person who is super dumb and would do dumb things, but you seem more wiser. But you're already on the Akatsuki, and I hate the Akatsuki for what they're doing. As Naruto then turned his sights to Yujito, You were in the process of capturing a tail beast to bring back to your Akatsuki hideout. Well, now you're gonna die, said Naruto, as he then turned his sights to Fu. Fu, stay out of this, I'll handle this guy. As Moshi came out of the wall as Naruto turned him as well. Don't worry Moshi, I'll take care of him. You two go ahead and check if any more survivors are in this village. The both of them nodded as they headed off. So, either you're quite cocky or you're quite stupid, thinking that you can take me alone. Oh, I don't think, said Naruto. I know. Naruto then rushed forward, his sword in hand. Kakazo sent his thread towards Naruto as Naruto easily dodged that. As Kakazo then released a fireball that is coming straight towards Naruto. Naruto flipped up in the air. Kakazo then released slicing blades that could cut through skin. Shadow Clone Jutsu, Naruto said as he summoned a Shadow Clone in mid-air, as the Shadow Clone grabbed his hand and flung him out of the way, as Naruto flipped, as the wing style hit the clone, as Naruto landed on the ground. So, you're just going to randomly attack me like that? No strategy behind your attacks. You seem desperate and scared. So die, said Naruto, as he ran through hand sign, wing style, wing blades. As the ground in front of Naruto started to tear up and the attack, the invisible force, was rushing towards Kakazo. Kakazo put out his threads trying to block the wing blades, but his threads were ripped apart as he had to jump out of the way. But Naruto's attack was massive as it sliced off a piece of his arm. As he was distracted at that split second, Naruto appeared in front of him as Naruto slammed his fist right into Kakazo's chest, sending Kakazo flying back, but Kakazo sent his threads towards Naruto as he was flying back. Naruto flipped as he landed gracefully. He looked over at Kakazo as he held out his hand. A Rasengan formed into his hand. As he held out his other hand, and a Rasengan formed into it as well. Naruto then dashed forward as Kakazo fired his threads and everything at Naruto, who was flipping and dodging each and every one of them. As Naruto flipped up into the air, Kakazo saw him coming as Kakazo sent his threads towards Naruto. Rasengan Barrage, said Naruto as he slammed the two Rasengan into the threads as they were being torn up as Naruto was coming down. Kakazo saw that his threads were losing as he forced more on Naruto as the threads then started to engulf Naruto. It was then Naruto's substitute with a log, as Kakazo cursed as he looked around. He then felt something coming towards him. As he turned around to see water bullets coming, he sent out his threads to block the attack, but the water bullets seeped in his threads. As the threads went down, they weren't spiky anymore. As Naruto reappeared, "Hey kid," said Kurama. "Yeah, what is it?" Naruto asked. "What the hell are you doing? Why don't you end this guy?" "The reason is, I'm bored," said Naruto. "When I go home, I'll have to do all of these paperwork and everything." "But I guess you're right," said Naruto, "because I have to make sure that my village is always safe." "Sorry, Kakazo," said Naruto. "What are you talking about?" Kakazo asked. "I have to end you." Naruto then took out his sword as wing chakra started to form around it. "Wind slash," said Naruto as Kakazo sent out his thread, but the wind slash was so powerful it cut right through all of them as Kakazo's arm was cut clean off. Kakazo then quickly jumped to the side, but Naruto was already upon him as Naruto kneed him in the face. Naruto then grabbed his hair and flipped over as Naruto slammed Kakazo into the ground hard. Naruto then brought up his leg as he slammed his feet on Kakazo's head, pushing it deeper into the ground. Kakazo sent his threads from his back as Naruto jumped straight up into the air. As Kakazo slowly got on his knees, seeing Naruto in mid-air, knowing that Naruto couldn't dodge this, he took in a deep breath as he switched to the monster for a moment as he released a large fireball coming towards Naruto. But Naruto just manipulated the wind around him as he used it to move out of the way, as Naruto was now floating, surprising Kakazo. "What the hell? He can fly?" Kakazo thought. As Naruto then held his hand up, it was then that water started to form in the middle of his hand. The water then compressed as it turned into a ball, a blue ball. It was then that lightning started to crackle through Naruto's arm as it came around the ball, as the lightning crackled around it dangerously. It was then wind picked up around the lightning as Naruto forced the three elements in one, as he slammed all of them together as they grew in size and created a color of purple mixed with light blue and white. Kakazu looked up at the attack as he quickly sent his threads towards Naruto. That won't help you now, said Naruto, as Naruto blurred out of sight with incredible speed as Kakazu felt someone appear beside him, but it was too late as Naruto slammed his attack into Kakazu, sending Kakazu flying back with the attack as it then exploded as it let out a charge of lightning and the wind and the water as the attack enveloped Kakazu and tear his body up inside. After a while, his remains fall down to the ground as Naruto went over to see that Kakazu was dead. Naruto then let out a sigh. I didn't even have to use anything serious, as he then walked over to Yujito as he looked at her. Seeing the uniform and the headband, she's from Kumo, as he then remembered what happened when the Raikage sent his man to come and destroy its village when it was new. As he looked down at her, as he wondered what he should do, if he should kill her for being a part of that village, or should he help her and let her go, so there will be some kind of agreement between him and the Raikage, so to not cause any bloodshed for the innocent people of the Phoenix village. Alright, I'll help her, said Naruto, as he then picked up Yujeo and placed her on his shoulder. When he came back outside, it was Fu and Moshi who was coming back. As Moshi shook his head, everyone is dead, said Moshi, as Naruto sighed. These two criminals killed everyone in this small village. That is one of the main reasons why he must destroy the Akatsuki. Fu then looked at Naruto. What are you doing with her? Fu asked. I'm going to take her back to the village. Why? Said Fu. Well, we're going to help her. What? She is a part of the village that tried to attack us and take over our village. The Raikage, who sent his man to attack us, she's a part of the cloud, said Fu. I know, that is why I'm going to do this. Fixing her up and sending her home safe, I believe that will at least make some kind of agreement between me and the Raikage, so none of us will step out of line. I have already let go what he did, trying to attack my village because they failed and they lost big. And if he's planning anything and he tried to attack the Phoenix village again, I will have to retaliate and show people that we are not weak. And then there will be a lot of mindless killing. Innocent life will be caught up in the violence. So that is why I want there to be an arrangement between me and him. After hearing that, Moshi smiled as he remembered the kid that he found all those years ago. Look at him now. It was then Naruto sensed something. Someone is coming. As 4 people landed. It was Choji, Shikamaru, Ino, and Asuma. Hidan and Takazu wiped out the monk village before coming here, and one of the monks sent a letter to Konoha asking them for help, and Tsunade sent out this team, and they quickly rushed here. As Ino looked over to see Naruto, "Hey, that's Naruto," she said, as she quickly went over there, as her team followed behind her. "Hey, Naruto, what's up?" said Ino with a smile. As Naruto looked at her, then he went into thought as he remembered that day that Sakura was saying that she didn't care about him and she wanted him out of this village and cursing at him. Ino was the one who told Sakura to be quiet and she's being too hard on him. Naruto then smiled. "Hello, Ino," he said. "So what are you doing here?" she asked him. "I just came back from Konoha," said Naruto. "Yo, Naruto," said Shikamaru. As Naruto nodded, Hello Naruto, said Choji. Naruto gave him a nod as well, as Asuma looked at Naruto and greeted him. As Naruto greeted back Asuma, Asuma's face then turned serious. Naruto, have you happened to see two Akatsuki members in your travels? Oh, you mean the one with the sight and the other one with the threads? The sight and the threads? Said Shikamaru as he went into thought. Yes, the monk did say that he had a sight with 3 points. Yes, said Naruto, but unfortunately they're dead now. They're dead? Who killed them? Asked Choji. Isn't it obvious? Said Shikamaru, as he was looking at the destruction that seemed to just be a battle, and a little dust was on Naruto Moshi and Fu's clothes. So who is that? Ino asked, as she pointed at Yujito on Naruto's shoulder. No one important, said Naruto. And your mission is over if the Akatsuki members were the guys you were looking for. Because they are dead, said Naruto. We have to go now. Naruto then looked at Moshi and Fu. Let's go, he said, as the both of them nodded and they started to walk away. As they then took to the trees and went off. As Asuma turned around as he squeezed his fist, he was angry because the Akatsuki members killed his friend, his monk friend, and he wanted revenge, but they were now dead. So, Naruto has taken out 4 Akatsukis now, said Shikamaru. Huh? Said Asuma. Yeah, there was those 2 guys when Naruto fought them with Team 7, and now these 2 guys. Naruto has really become strong since he left the village. And also he became more hot, said Ino. What? Said Choji. Wait, did I say that out loud? Ino asked. Yes you did, said Shikamaru with a sigh. Alright guys, looks like we have to head back to Konoha, said Asuma, as they all nodded and took off. Hours later, Yujito was in a bed. As her eyes slowly opened, she quickly sat up in the bed as she looked around, as the last thing she remembered was facing off against 2 Akatsuki members, and they knocked her out. But now she was here. Where am I? Is this what the Akatsuki does to tail beasts? She wondered. As she looked around, she quickly got up and saw that she was perfectly fine. As she then looked at her stomach, and there was a seal on it. As she tried to make contact with the Nibi, but she couldn't. The door then opened as she waited and prepared herself for who was coming in. As Naruto stepped into the room. Oh, you're awake, said Naruto, as he had a tray in his hand with orange juice and a sandwich. As Yujiro narrowed her eyes as she looked at Naruto. Who are you? She said. Oh, that's rich, said Naruto as he put down the tray on the decks. You really haven't heard about me? Naruto scratched the back of his head. Wait, you guys tried to attack my village and you really didn't heard about me? You're Naruto, she said as she narrowed her eyes, as she quickly got out of bed and got to her feet. Don't worry, I'm not gonna fight you or kill you or anything like that. I'm the one who saved you, said Naruto. And why would you do that? She asked him. Because the Akatsuki were about to take you and extract the tail beast out of you, and then you would be dead. So you should be thanking me, instead of talking to me in that tone. Naruto then let out a sigh. Go ahead and eat something, he said. I'm not hungry, and I don't know if you poison it. Poison it? Why would I poison it? I could have killed you when you were unconscious. Why would I wait and poison you now? What is this? She asked him as she pointed at her stomach. Oh, that is a seal. What kind of seal is this? Oh, to stop you from using the power of the Nibi to destroy and go on a rampage. Because I know you will be startled when you woke up. And if you had that power, you would try to draw on it and try to escape this place. But don't worry, I am not keeping you as a captive or anything like that. I will let you go and you will go home safe. So just remain calm, said Naruto. So when can I leave? She asked him. You will be leaving tomorrow and going back to your village. Right now, just relax. You'll be fine. I promise you. You won't be harmed, he said, as she narrowed her eyes at him. Her stomach then rumbled as Naruto chuckled, as she get a blush of embarrassment. Alright, go ahead and eat. I'll leave to leave you in private, said Naruto as he left the room. Yujito then got up as her stomach was hungry as she looked over at the sandwich and the orange juice. As the sandwich was cut into half, as she picked up half and bite it, as it tastes very delicious, as she quickly scarfed down the sandwich. As she then thought about it, Naruto was the one who saved her, so why would he try to kill her now? And by the way, why would he save her after the Raikage tried to destroy his village? This guy is weird, she thought, as she sipped some of the orange juice. As she then finished and sat back down on the bed. Well, at least I'm alive, she said. I wonder what the Raikage will say now. And this guy is not that bad. I don't think that he will pose a threat against our village. He saved me. Some people would have killed me because I'm from a village that recently attacked their village. As she then lied down in the bed, as she looked through the window. The next day, the light shined through the window as it hit Yujito in the eyes. As she sit up in the bed and rub her eyes. As she moved away the sheet and got out of bed. As she then yawned and stretched. It's time to go back home, she said. As she pulled the door, but when she opened it, a man was standing there. He was dressed in all black. Lord Naruto will be here soon, so wait patiently, the man said. Lord Naruto? Yes, our Lord. So please wait. Yujito looked at the man, as she just sighed and went back to sit down. After a few minutes, there was a knock on her door, as it then opened up, as Naruto entered. You ready? Naruto asked. I was ready a long time ago, said Yujito, as she got up. Well, come on then, said Naruto. A couple of minutes later, both Naruto and Yujito were on the road. You know, you're quite brave, said Yujito as she looked at Naruto. And why is that? Naruto asked. Well, you're going into a foreign country that just attacked your own village, and you didn't even bring backup. Oh, all my friends, everyone, is back at the village doing something important, so I didn't need them to come here. But what if the Raikage doesn't want peace with you? And he tried to kill you, she said, looking at Naruto. And why would you tell me that? Naruto asked. If that, I would just hold you as a hostage. As she narrowed her eyes at him as Naruto chuckled. Don't worry, I'm just kidding, he said. But I don't believe the Raikage would do that. I am the one who saved you after all. And he was the one who attacked my village. And I didn't retaliate. So that must show some kind of peace that I want. And I want the both of us to have an understanding. I don't want innocent people to be killed. So that is why I want peace with your village. You're strange, you know that, Naruto? Said Yujito. Really? I am strange, said Naruto, as he chuckled to himself. First time I'm hearing that. As they continued to walk, talking here and there and some few comfortable silence, until they finally arrived at Kumo. The moment Naruto was near to the gates, Anbu surrounded him as they all pointed their sword at his neck. As one of them moved Yujito back a distance. No, he's not here to fight, said Yujito. Just calm down. As the captain of the Anbu squadron arrived, he is Naruto, the leader of the Phoenix village. You're the one that wiped out a lot of our soldiers. Well, you were the one who tried to attack my village. So, I simply protect my village. But I am not here to fight, so can you guys lower your weapons? We were told to kill you on sight, Naruto, said the captain. Well, I am not here to fight, so lower your weapons, said Naruto, as he narrowed his eyes at them. The captain looked at his man. Orders are orders, he said. No, don't do it, said Yujito, as they all went in for the stab. but they all were blown away before they could pierce Naruto, as Naruto was surrounded by a yellow aura as he activated KCM. As Naruto looked at them, arms stretched out from the KCM as it grabbed each and every one of the Anvu. You see, if I was here to fight, I would crush you all. So, Naruto then released them. I just want to talk to the Raikage. I am not here to fight, said Naruto. It was then that someone came at the gate. Let him through, the person said. The Raikage want to see him. Samui, said Yujito. As Samui smiled to her friend. I'm glad you're okay, said Samui. It all thanks to him, said Yujito as she pointed at Naruto. As Samui just narrowed her eyes at Naruto. As Naruto deactivated the KCM. Follow me, said Samui. As Naruto walked behind her, as they went inside of the Cloud Village. Walking through the village, no one really recognized Naruto because no one had his description, so they quickly made it to the Raikage's tower. As Samui stopped, as she told Yujito and Naruto to enter, as both of them did. The both of them entered as Naruto saw the Raikage, with two people standing next to him. One of them was Killer Bee and one of them was Darui. So, we finally meet face to face, Raikage, said Naruto, as he saw a chair in front of the decks. Naruto walked up as he took a seat, as the Raikage narrowed his eyes at Naruto. So, the rumors were true, said Killer Bee. It is, said Raikage. Yeah. As the Raikage narrowed his eyes at Naruto. So you possess the nine-tailed Jinchuriki, the Raikage asked. Naruto then turned his attention to Killer Bee. Hey Kurama, what's up with this guy? He has the 8-tailed Hakusebi inside of him. Oh, so it sends you? Yeah, and I can sense it as well, said Kurama. Oh, said Naruto, as he caught the link with Kurama. Yes, that is true. So I want to talk to you about peace, said Naruto. Peace, the Raikage said. Yes, something that will stop innocent people from dying. And also, it will prevent a lot of bloodshed and war. You send your soldiers to my village to destroy it. All of them are now dead because of what you did. So I believe we can come to some sort of agreement to squash all of this violence. And looky here, said Naruto, the Akatsuki's were about to take your two-tailed beast, but I save her and bring her home safely. So, I think that shows that I don't want any violence between us. I have a village with a lot of innocent people to protect, and this village here is large as well, and you want to protect your people. So what do you say, Naruto asked. The Raikage looked at Darui as he looked at Bee. He looked back at Naruto. I wanted to know if the rumor were true that you have the nine-tail inside of you. Now that you're here, you're the leader of the new Phoenix village. Even though it's new and up and coming, it is already powerful because you wiped out a lot of my soldiers and now you're here in front of me without backup or anything. Naruto narrowed his eyes at the Raikage. What are you trying to say? Said Naruto. The Raikage snapped his finger and 4 Anbus appeared in the room as they all went through hand sign. The ground underneath Naruto started to glow red. As Naruto couldn't move, he was about to draw on the Kyuubi's power, but before he could do that, an Anbu slammed something on his stomach. As Naruto looked down, as the paper, the seal, started to burn into his skin, making Naruto hiss in pain. It was then that he lost all connection to the Kyuubi. This seal was like the one he placed on Yujito, but he removed that seal while he was coming here, and she is now able to contact back to the Nibi. What are you doing? Said Yujiro as she looked at Naruto. He saved me. He came here to bring peace, not war. Enough of your talking, said the Raikage. This man has a 9 tails inside of him. His village is getting more powerful by the day with ninjas. Right now we have him here. We can take him as a hostage and crush his village Because without him, there will be no leadership, nothing. And we will win, taking that village power added to ours. No other village would dare to attack us. As the Raikage smirked, Naruto then spoke. You know, I came here just for peace, to stop all of this violence. But instead, you bind me, try to take me as hostage, and try to still destroy my village. You've messed up, Raikage. You've messed up really bad. Please, Raikage, let him go, said Yujito. He didn't came here for any war or anything like that. I said that's enough, Yujito, said the Raikage as he glared at her. As Yujito looked at Naruto, it's alright, said Naruto. I am sorry, she muttered, as she then turned her back on Naruto. Naruto then lifted up his head. You should know one thing, Raikage. I have been training in Fuin Jutsu for years now. I know all sorts of complex seals. So you think this can hold me? It was then that Naruto's hand started to move as chakra started to flow around it. The Raikage vanished in a blur as he appeared in front of Naruto as he grabbed Naruto by the neck. Move and I'll snap your neck, he said. What is this? Said the Raikage as he found himself couldn't move either. Fall right into my trap, said Naruto as Naruto's chakra hand was on the Raikage's robe. How did you... Anvus, grab him, said the Raikage. Naruto quickly sucked in a breath as he let out a gust of wind, blowing back everyone. It was then the seal on his stomach started to burn away. As that couldn't hold Kurama, Kurama was also pissed. When the seal burned away, the Raikage was still frozen in front of Naruto. Killer Bee then sent his octopus leg, trying to subdue Naruto. Wind style, wind blades, as the octopus legs were chopped up into pieces. Naruto then turned as he looked at Yujito, as she's wondering what she should do. She must protect her village and fight. But if it wasn't for this guy, she would be dead right now. Yujito, attack him now! Shouted the Raikage as his body was returning back to normal. Yujito grabbed her sword as she rushed towards Naruto as Naruto turned around and faced her as she brought her sword to slash him, but her hand stopped. Kitten, are you really going to betray your village for this boy? The Nibi asked. I don't know what to do, said Yujito. Yeah, it's strange. He was the one who saved your life. Without him, you'll be dead right now. But the Raikage is a leader of your village. So what will you do? The Nibi asked. Do not break my order, Yujito, or you will be exiled from this village, said the Raikage with a serious tone. Kurama, said Naruto. It was then that the roof exploded as everyone turned their sights towards the Kage Tower as Naruto was in his KCM fox form as a giant fox ripped through the building as Yujito was also beside Naruto. What are you doing? Said Yujito. I'm going to take you from this place. You can come and live at my village with me, said Naruto. What? I can't do that, said Yujito. What is keeping you here? Said Naruto. I can see that he prefers that other tail beast far better than you, and he will exile you at any time if you simply messed up. But at my village, I will always be there to protect you, and I promise you will be safe. As she looked down, as she didn't know what to do, Kitten, said the Nibi. What are you going to do? I don't know, said Yujito. I already messed up with not attacking him. The Raikage will be pissed about this, so I can't stay here for now. Alright, Naruto. Take me with you, she said. But before that, go ahead and pick up Samui as well. Samui? The yellow-haired girl that you met when we came in here. Would she come with us? She's my best friend, and I need her if you're going to bring me back to your village. Alright, said Naruto, as he ripped through the tower, destroying a large portion of it. The Raikage then broke out of his binds as Naruto did them for a quick hole. As Naruto looked down as he saw Samui, as Samui looked at a giant fox, a arm extended from the fox KCM. As she jumped back, but the arm came at her anyway, as it grabbed onto her, pulling her inside, as she was just floating in the KCM. What is this? What's going on? Samui, please be calm. It was then that the Raikage break through the tower as lightning was coursing off of him. You won't escape, he said, as he jumped towards the KCM Fox. But guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out What If Naruto Was Trained by Kaguya. I post a new episode of that, so go ahead and check it out and enjoy. And also guys, go ahead and check out Anime King 2, where I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto Had 9K Genkai, and also a new episode of What If Naruto Had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. So stay in tune for those and enjoy. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and be a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support again. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, I'm out for now. Peace guys.